Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Born Free here. Thank you so much for the incredible positivity and support over the last few days. The Goichi interview, I was so excited to get that out because it was a Dragon Ball FighterZ interview. So I'm now doing Street Fighter and Dragon Ball FighterZ, and hopefully I can do more and more games. Because at EVO, I actually did Tekken and I did a bunch of anime games and all sorts of stuff. I love getting to know these players and I love, you know, doing that stuff so that you feel more connected to these players as well. Now, last year, you crowdfunded me to go to NCR and to Austin DreamHack. Now, that was your idea, not mine. I was incredibly humbled and so excited to do it. And I brought back some great interviews, I believe, including the infamous Bonchan one. This year, I'm in a similar sort of situation. I don't have the money or financial means that I had from years gone by where I could just spend all my own money on flying out and lodging and all that sort of stuff. I actually need your help. Now, you guys told me to be more aggressive about this, so I'm doing that right now, and I'm asking you for your help. There's a Patreon link down there. Check it out. If you can give me $1 a month, 500 of the thousands of you, if you gave me $1, I'd have 500 bucks and I could probably make it to NCR. I'm sure I could make it work. But anyway, I've held you up. Check out this video. It's coming one of these ways. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Born Free here, and I am at final round with GunFight. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I mean, better than yesterday, but I'm doing good. It's a good experience.
Why was yesterday bad?
I lost. I drowned in pools.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was bad. But you're playing Street Fighter 3 today, right?
Yeah, I played 2, but it's been like nowadays since Street Fighter 5 came out, and even before I stopped playing Third Strike. So now I play maybe once a year. Yeah. So I almost completely forgot. But I lost to Chris G in the tournament. I mean, it was a good match. I could have won. He was the better player, of course, but I missed too many stuff. And
Chris G, the man who plays every single game. All right, so first question I'm going to ask you is why are you called GunFight?
Because back in the day, I used to play fighting games, not fighting games, shooting games on PC. And when you're young, you want to find a name that sounds cool. Yeah. So I came up with GunFight, and I guess that stick with me. I mean, at some point I wanted to change. Yeah. But everyone, even in the fighting game communities, knows me by this name. Yeah. So it was hard to change, and you know, I just keep it. It's fine.
It's cool. So it's stuck basically. It became your gamer tag, and now it's your competition.
That was my gamer tag on the Xbox Live. I used to play tons of Halo. That's where I meet many people. That's where I meet my friends who tell me to buy Third Strike, and that's where I came up to fighting games.
Ah, okay. So that was gonna be the next question. History in fighting games. How did you come through to fighting games?
So yeah, again, that's because on Halo, like the beginning of Xbox Live, I met many people, and one of them was playing Third Strike, and he told me to buy the game just to play with me. Then I bought the game, and I found it super interesting. I think that was almost 15 years ago. And then I discovered like forum on the internet, YouTube videos, like I saw the Daigo's videos on against Justin Wong, and then I got into it. I find it super interesting, and yeah. It's been a while, to be honest.
So, 15 years ago, like, so when did you live in Japan, right? Oh, yes. So why don't we cover that, and then I can understand a little bit of, you know, like where you were 15 years ago. Like, you're a Frenchman living in Japan. What's your story?
Okay, right now, so my story. I come from France. Yeah. I'm French, and I was not living in Paris. It was in a small town in the east part of France. Yeah. So, and then I start to play fighting games online because my friend recommended the game. So I was just playing in my room, training mode all day. Yeah. That's all. Then for my study, I moved to Paris, and that's where I get into the scene and I start to do tournament. I think that was from 2007. Then I start to do tournament and get into the scene really in 2008. And then like Third Strike was not that popular. The player base was dropping like every year. Then I kind of dropped the game around 2012. I was qualified for the Street Fighter V 25th anniversary in 2012, the Capcom tournament. And then after this, I almost dropped the game. No fighting games. I was not interested in Street Fighter 4, so I didn't play at all. And then in 2013, I moved to Japan. But that was not related to the game, because I wanted to go there. I wanted to try to live there because I like Japan. I went there back in the days for Togeki. For many tournaments. Wow. So yes, that I had experience with the country. I love the country, the culture. So I just wanted to give it a shot to see how it goes by living there, and I like that. And then I saw Street Fighter 5 came out. I was like, okay, because actually I didn't like Street Fighter 4, but I was watching all the tournament. because I like the tournament experience, the adrenalines, and everything. So I knew that I had to work too hard to get back to Street Fighter 4, and I didn't have the time for that. So when 5 came out, I'm like, okay, it's my chance. So I'm gonna grind the game if I like it from day one, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
And then here I am now.
So do you intend to stay in Japan? Like, are you a resident? Like, you work there? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, I work there. I'm a 3D animator.
Okay.
Full-time job. It's been close to 4 years now, and I don't have. Yeah, my life is there. I have a girlfriend there. I have my apartment. My brother also live in Japan, so I have some family. I have my friends. Basically, like, I don't really have anything in France to go back. If I want to go back to France, I will have to start again. Yeah. And I like Japan, and I feel good there.
Do you take part in the local? Is there a local scene whereabout you are in Japan, or are you mainly an online warrior? Or?
I'm in Tokyo, so there's lots of offline experience, but because of my work, it's hard to, there's weeklies like on Wednesday, I think on Friday night, during the weekend, but it's hard, I finish work kind of late. Yeah. The earliest I finish is like 7 p.m.
I know.
So if I didn't eat yet, so if I have to eat, I have to go there, I have to go back home. So it's
been there. So
it's kind of hard, but I want to go there, because if I don't go there, I don't get the experience. It's hard to improve. Yeah. So mostly I train online, but I try my best as I can to go offline session. Okay. But it's mostly online, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go back a little bit, because you mentioned Third Strike, and that you clearly were playing Third Strike at a very high level, especially if you went to Tegeki. Which character did you specialize in?
I used to play Dudley in Third Strike.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any sub character, and no, I stick with Dudley all the way around.
So even when you saw Dudley in Street Fighter 4, you weren't interested?
I tried a bit, but it was too different, and in my opinion, it looked bad in 4. I mean, the animation and how you have to play the character was too different from what I knew. Yeah. And I didn't like 4, like, in the game in general. So even if I had character that I like in the game, it was hard for me to get into the game seriously. Yeah. That was the main problem. But I had fun with the game, with just at my low level. That's all.
Yeah. So what attracted you to Alex in Street Fighter? What attracted you? Is it the Third Strike? Like, what attracted you to Alex in Street Fighter 5?
Why did I pick him, you mean?
Yeah. Why do you play him?
Because, one reason is he's from Third Strike, right?
Yeah.
Plus, I know he has a command grab. So I wanted to change my playstyle to have a command grab in 5. Because, like, Dudley in Third Strike was pretty different. And, I don't know, like, Season 1, I was struggling to find my character. I used to play Ken. He was alright, then I heard Alex was coming out. Okay, that's my character. I tried him. He was strong in Season 1. He was very strong. And then everybody knows what happens.
Yeah.
Capcom came, and they killed Alex.
Capcom came and they killed Alex. So what does Alex need? Like, what would you give him? Like, if you were going to improve Alex, what would you give him to make him a viable character that could win a tournament?
In this version, that if you want to win a tournament, he needs too many things. Not like Arcade Edition is pretty tough.
Okay.
I mean, I think if you want to have a shot, you need to play 4 or 5 characters, like the top one. Okay. The rest, they are strong, but it's hard to win consistently. Yeah. But for Alex, I think the buff I want the more is a real anti-air. Like at least EX knee, if it can be invincible to air attack, I can be more confident in the ground game. Because now it's hard. If I throw move very slow, people jump at me. Even if I can block, there's no way that I get anti-air. So it's super hard to contain fast characters like Kami, Mika. Like they will get in at some point. Yeah. So the problem is, like, Alex has bad defense. So if you have, like, not very good neutral, the bad situation will come. There's no way to escape that. And then, of course, maybe faster command grab, like a 5-frame command grab, like everyone. Crouching medium punch back to 7 frame like Season 1. Or basically, just give me back Alex Season 1 and we'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
So, are you thinking about changing characters?
I didn't want to, but Final Run experience told me that I might have to. So I'm considering maybe not do a complete switch, but at least, like, I need a secondary at least. Like a good character that can, like, overcome the very, very bad matchup.
Okay.
I don't think I have a choice.
And would you pick from the top 5? Would you pick somebody, like, have you got anybody in mind?
Like if I want to go for the character I like, I would say Yurian, because he's still from Surstrike and I think he's a fun character to play. But if I want to be efficient, I will go for Rashid, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, Rashid or Yurian.
Fair enough. So let's talk a little bit about the game now, like Arcade Edition. What are your thoughts on this iteration of the game? What do you like? What do you dislike? You know, positive, negative.
Oh, okay. At first, I had good impression because, you know, troll loops were a bit less strong, stuff like this. But the more time pass, the more I feel is the less balanced version of Street Fighter 5. Abigail stands out too much. Rashid is the same, guys, is the same. Even Colin became super strong. And I think that the guessing game is even more heavy than before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in my opinion. Like, there are many good characters, but for me, it's not for the good reason. It's like everyone can rob everyone at some point. Mm-hmm. You do one bad choice and you can die. And I think it's pretty tough. It's pretty hard to deal with. And I think, like, I talk with many people, like, traveling all the way around to die to a Abigail 50-50 in pools. It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Or, you know, just have to block against Rashid, or, you know, it's kind of hard to deal with. So I feel Capcom has good intention, but in the end, the result is not what I expected, and I'm a bit disappointed. And I feel like if I want to have a shot, at least I have to pick at least a top 5 characters. Otherwise, it's too tough.
Do you I mean, obviously you think about the game a lot. If you could add a mechanic or change a mechanic or take away a mechanic from the game, like what would you do?
I think like the V-trigger, V-reversal is good ideas. Just sometimes the way they work, they are not fair, they're not balanced. Some of them are too strong compared to the other.
Okay.
And what I would like to change is how the throw works in this game. I think the throw are too strong. That's what makes the risk reward a bit strange, especially like with strong throw character like Abigail. Like there's no way to limit the risk of the outcome. I can understand that like command grab is taking a risk, but if the command grab leads you to like 60% of health plus a very strong situation afterward, it's kind of tough to deal with. So I don't know, maybe like in this game you don't have like many defensive options. So I would love to maybe remove throw loops and command throw loops. But those characters need a buff in neutral game, of course, because like character like GIF, if they don't have throw loops, they will never win.
Yeah.
It's like a bit like Alex right now. So they need a buff in the neutral to remove some throw. And of course, I would love to have back the crouching option select for the tech throw, because right now I feel it's a bit stupid that people to just beat your throw, they just neutral jump at you in the corner, like they do shimmy with the jumping, and like it's too risky to take the throw. So in the end, you will just hit. Okay, you can throw me if you want, but the throw does lots of damage, lots of stun. So in the end, like you will force to have a choice, and it's super hard to deal with. So I think it's kind of strange. Like in 4, I didn't think it was too strong because you had the counter hit property, right? So if you have the read that the guy is going to take the throw, you can get the counter hit and have a bigger combo. So it's already a good enough reward, especially in this game they have the crush counter. So yeah, I think it will be fairly balanced just to add like the crush tech, and it will limit the guessing game in the corner. People won't jump at me, or just like the shimmy is super strong, because you cannot react, so you have to take the guess.
Yeah.
So I think it's to balance a bit. Just the crush tech will make a good difference, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's you do think about the game a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have
dying in the corner because I just hit like 3 throws. Yeah, it make me think a lot.
Yeah. No, I bet. So the current tier list is Alex at the bottom.
Yes, I think he's even worse position than last season.
Really?
I mean, he's a bit better, but the character he was doing okay last season, they got buffed, so now it's hard for Alex. So in the general position, I think he's bottom 1, and Chloe's here too. But
what about Vega? Isn't Vega down there?
Yeah, he's down there with Alex, but Vega he still has the advantage against Alex. So in the end, you know, it doesn't matter who, like the competition of the bottom. They're just at the bottom, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any characters this season that maybe have more potential than people realize?
I think it's Colin, yes. I think it started to stand out. Okay. Like Nephew, Neon, and even lots of Japanese player plays Colin. So I think he's the character to look out. I think so. The rest, the buff were not strong enough. Even like Chun-Li is better, Ryu is better, but it's hard to close the game. With no chip, it's hard to close the game with those characters.
So competition for, I mean, these, yeah, some of these questions are really for characters that you know, you don't say everybody. But I mean, it sounds like he has bad matchups against everybody. Does he have good matchups against anybody?
I don't think so. Like, I know some people might think I'm crazy that I'm done playing because I heard that a lot. But when I think about, you know, sometimes in my house I'm like, yeah, no, maybe it's not so bad, you know. Then I think about this character. Oh no, this character is hard. This is hard. This is hard. So I think the 5-5 is like Fang. Fang is okay for Alex.
Okay.
Yeah, in season 2, like Abigail was fine. I think it was 5-5 in my opinion. Now with the buff Abigail received is hard. That sim is a bit hard, but is doable. But no, like because of how the game works and how Alex is limited in defense and offense, it's hard to have good matchup.
Okay.
Yeah.
But somehow you still made it to Grandmaster.
Yeah, because it's online doesn't mean anything. It's like really, it's online. Like I play a lot.
Yeah.
And like because it's not like I'm playing strong people every time, you know.
Yeah.
Like you face diamond people, like super diamond, they're good, but I can beat them with fundamentals because they don't know the matchup. They are scared of stuff that they don't need to be scared of.
Yeah.
But when I play offline or when I play my friend like Kubo and everything, like it's so hard. They don't have to do anything. Like to kill Abigail with Alex, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Everybody's been talking about Alex. It's pretty amazing how much hate there is for that character. All right, so let's go from hate to love. Who's your favorite player to watch at the moment?
At the moment?
Yeah, at the moment. It can be any game.
Yeah. Any game. But like lately, I only watch Street Fighter 5. So I don't know. Let me think about it. It's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's hard. It doesn't have
Maybe.
to be one. It can be a few. That's why I always say it. That's why I always say at the moment, because an even more difficult question it usually is favorite player of all time.
Yeah, all time I would say probably Momochi because I really love how we played in 4. But now in 5, I love how we play Ken, but I didn't have to see his calling. I don't know how we played it, so I'm not sure. But I don't know. Last time I got impressed was maybe Infiltration at Evo. That was very, very strong, and I was like, yeah, maybe he's the strongest. You know, he came back very strong, and I was very happy to see the level he played, especially with those characters. But that was super, super great.
So you enjoy watching it? You think he's a fun person to watch, Infiltration?
Yes, because he don't rob people. He wins because he's the best. That's all. Like there's no like strange situation where he can profit, especially with the character he uses.
He's not Abigail, basically.
Yeah, even Menat has some kind of this, but you need to be on point, and it's harder to get those situations than with other character, you know.
Yeah.
But it's still, at the same time, it's also fun to watch Abigail like landing those combos when I'm not the one getting hit by hit.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
Well, I mean, Abigail was super exciting when he first came out, you know, but now it just seems to have gotten to a stage where people are like, this character is broken.
Yeah,
so I sort of feel sorry for the people who picked up Abigail based on like, oh, he's big and he kind of looks interesting, and now everyone just like, you know, if you win, everyone's just like, well, of course you're going to win, you're Abigail. So.
Exactly. That's why I feel bad for Kubo a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he was playing, like the funny thing about him is like, he played Alex from season 1, right?
Yeah.
Then season 2 came, he said no, there's no future for Alex, and he stopped the game. He didn't play the game at all. He wanted to drop it, and then Abigail came out. I think he loved like Final Fight and the design, okay. So he was super happy. And then he picked Abigail day 1, he just stick with it.
Yeah.
And like he was already doing like good result at the end of last season, and now like people say to him, yeah, because it's Abigail.
That sucks. That sucks.
But you know, I can understand. Sometimes I say that too, you know. When I'm salty, I say the same.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it sucks when you pick a character based on the fact that you think it's cool and you think it's, you know, you like the style, but you don't know these top tier, and then all of a sudden you find out he's broken.
At first you don't know.
Yeah.
At first you don't know he stick with it, and at first everybody didn't think he was that good, you know, because they didn't know the combo, the unblockables, the setups and everything. Yeah. But once people figure that out, yeah, he's the best. Or maybe not the best.
The Abigail?
Best character in the game, maybe not.
Who?
Rashid is the best for me.
You think Rashid's better than Abigail?
Yes. Abigail has tough matchup. Rashid, I don't think Rashid has bad matchup. Worst one maybe like even, but I think Abigail has tough matchup. But he can overcome them because of the design.
So which matchups are bad for Abigail?
Kubo told me that Fang is pretty tough. Kami is tough. That's what he told me. Me, I don't have no idea. But I think even Alex is not that easy. I mean, it's for Abigail, but it's okay. And I think mostly Kami. Even Vega, he told me it's hard.
Wanted to ask you. The other thing I wanted to ask you is, do you have a training schedule, and how does that work if you do?
No, not really. And I think that's why I'm not doing that good, to be honest. But it's kind of hard because I have multiple stuff going on. Like at the same time, like I got this, but I'm not only the player, you know.
Yeah.
Many people don't know, but I'm also like co-founder of this. So I have to manage stuff, the paperwork, the design. I got to manage the players too a bit. So at the end of the day, it's hard to to be able to do everything.
Yeah.
Full-time works, especially lately, is kind of busy. I try to play at least 3 or 4 times a week, and I also like partner with Twitch, so I have to keep like doing the
your playtime is usually on stream.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And plus, I live by myself, so I have the everyday stuff that I have to do. I have my girlfriend, so it's hard,
Yeah.
At the end, but I realize that I will have to cut some time somewhere. And I think like final round is a good experience that taught me that, I have to change some parts of my schedule and maybe do some sacrifice maybe. So yeah, it's a good experience.
I mean, it's going to be crazy to see how good you are when you do that.
I hope. If I don't do better, man, I will look bad.
Well, then you might be quite depressed, yeah. Do you have a technique for dealing with pressure and putting yourself into a winning mindset, or you just, you just naturally grew up as somebody who is fine playing on stream or whatever?
No, I guess it's come with experience. I don't think I don't think there's a secret for that. When I start, my first tournament was 2009 or 8. At first, I was super stressed. My hands were like wet. I couldn't do anything. My eyes were blurry. Like, what the fuck is happening? It was so hard. But then, when you get confident in your gameplay, when you know that you can beat the guy in front of you, and when you get the experience, and I think it's a good boost. I like to play in front of people because when you do something good and you hear the crowd cheering for you, I think it can put you in good state to even play better than what you do as usual. So I think it's good experience, but at the same time, like if you do something bad, it can, it's like reverse effect. But yeah, I think it's only experience and like confidence in your gameplay. Like if you know that you're good, you have the answer, and you can win, I think you should be fine.
Experience, that makes sense. Let me ask you about the new characters. What do you think of Sakura and what do you think of Blanka?
Sakura, I don't really mind Sakura, but I find her animation strange.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. Like the more I see her, the more I think it's fine. I don't mind. But she's not that strong, so I mean, she's not going to change anything in the game. I mean, she's fine for people who love the character, but in the end, I don't think we will see that much of Sakura. And Blanka I never liked Blanka. I never liked Blanka, but I'm kind of surprised on how it is in this version. I kind of like it in this version. It's fun to play. I played him a bit when he came out. I think it's fine. It's not that bad, but at the same time, it's not that good to to beat the usual character.
Yeah.
But I think it can be a good like sub character, I think people can make it work, I think.
Do you think he's just as trolly,
Yeah, the story costume is trolly. Yeah, Blanka-chan. But I don't know. I think they did all right with Blanka. I'm kind of happy with what they did. I mean, he's one of the characters that I hate the most in Street Fighter history. Yeah. But in the end, I like it. So I think they did a good job.
I think a lot of people feel that way because they did a good job with the Blanka-chan thing, and that's just kind of funny. And
it's fun, and I think it's kind of different from the other characters. So it's funny, and he's not too strong or too bad to make people salty or anything. So I think they find a good balance with Blanka.
Okay. Out of the characters coming up, Falke, Cody, G, and Sagat, are you interested in any of those? I
want to see what Capcom did with the new characters. I like what they did with Street Fighter 5 new character like Rashid is, I think, is good design. I'm not talking about if he's strong or not. It's like the idea on how the character move around and everything. Fang is alright. The one I don't really like is like Nekali and Laura. I think they are kind of bland.
Yeah.
But except those, like I think they have good ideas, especially season 2.
Yeah.
Like you might like or not the design, but I think it's good idea. And they try to bring something new to the game.
Yeah.
The way you have to play the character, the way they approach. So yeah, I'm looking forward for Falke and G2. And I hope the new characters will be fun to play at least.
Yeah. They've been doing a good job on the new stuff. My suspicion is that when you create a new character, there's much more emotional investment from the, you're an animator, right? So like the difference between, you have to do your 100th version of Sakura, or you've got this brand new character and you own it, do something cool. Yeah. The difference is, that's my theory about how people approach some of these.
I think so, because with old character you have to respect certain codes. If you change too much, some people might get angry. Yeah. So you're not as free as maybe they want it to be.
Yeah.
So in the end, like you can feel that in Sakura or maybe even Claw, like they don't really know what they want to go.
Sometimes you can feel like a little bit of a lack of passion, maybe, or or polish, but
they're too scared to go maybe too far, or maybe to keep it like to the same way as they used to be. So it's hard to find the right balance. But with new character, Capcom can do whatever they want. So
yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
Are there any other characters from previous games that you want? I bet you're going to say Q. Are there any other characters from previous games that you want to see in this game?
Maybe Oro.
Yes.
I think Oro would be nice in this game. Of course, I would say some Cell-Strike characters. Maybe Necro or Oro.
Yeah.
Because they were already like different back in the day in Cell-Strike. And they might be interested. And I'm pretty happy about Cody because I like Cody in 4. I used to play him a bit, so I'm pretty happy about Cody.
About Cody coming in?
Yeah. Okay. And I like the new design.
What are you hoping that he keeps? What tools do you hope he has?
I hope he doesn't have a command grab. At first, there are already too much command grab character, but I hope he still has the rocks. Okay. And I guess he has no more handcuffs, so I don't know. I hope he's pretty new. Like I like the new design, so I hope it's a hint that even the moveset will be original.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for this. I'm really hoping for this. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about general fighting games. Do you have any interest, or do you play any other fighting games?
I used to play a bit of Tekken 5 back in the days.
Okay.
But no, lately it's hard to train as much as I want on 5, so it's hard. I like the Guilty Gear series, but it's hard to get in. I bought Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
But I'm not very good at it. It was super hard to get into.
Yeah.
And I dropped it pretty fast, and the game is dying anyway, so... But no, I like to watch other games. BlazBlue is fun to watch, Guilty Gear is fun to watch. I'm not really a fan of Dragon Ball Z, though. But it's okay, yeah.
Why?
I don't know, I feel at first it's not really my type of game. Like assist game, it's not for me. I don't really like that. I don't know, watching the game feels like, I don't know. Like the first 2-10 between Goichi and Sonic Force was nice, but in the end, I don't know, like I think it was a bit too long. The matches are pretty long.
Yeah, a lot of that block stun stuff.
But I guess because I don't really know about the game, so maybe if I know more, I will be more interested. But from a point of view like me, who has almost zero knowledge of the game, it's hard to get into.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, it sounds like you're super busy and like you barely got time for Street Fighter, let alone any other games. So it's tough. These games, like if you don't know anything about them, then it's like what it's like talking to somebody in a foreign language,
Exactly.
General video, I guess you don't have time for general video games, but do you play any other games to relax?
Yeah, I play some Japanese RPG.
Oh, you do? Which ones?
I love the Tales of series.
Okay.
The last Tales of I did, I bought the Dragon Quest 11 because in Japan the game released before the States. So
yeah.
And I like to play like all Japanese RPG too. But yeah, maybe once a week I try to play a bit just to relax.
Do you have a favorite game of all time?
Of all time? Maybe Cell-Strike, to be honest, because this is the game I spend most of my time with. Yeah. And maybe Halo 3. Like shooting game is Halo 3. Fighting game might be Cell-Strike. RPG, Tales of Destiny, Director's Cut on PS2.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's a good list. So you know, we got a little bit of a glimpse. Do you have any other? Do you have time for any other hobbies? Do you do any other things? Do you go to the gym? Do you watch movies? Do you watch anime? Do you like what sort of other things? If we're to look in, you know, get a little window into your life, what other sort of things are you interested in?
I go from time to time to movies. I like movies. I watch some series like drama, like Game of Thrones, the basic one. You know,
Yeah.
like there's too many stuff to watch. It's so hard. I think the last one I watched is Lucifer on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I liked it. It was fine.
Yeah.
I'm not that much into anime, and from time to time, lately not so much, but I used to play soccer with my friend. And I used to go to the gym before, but now I'm just getting fat. And no, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Hard to find the time. But I try to, you know, meet my friend and go out with my girlfriend, just to go to the restaurant, just to relax, go to the movies, you know.
Have a social life.
Yeah, like if I only like go to work, come back, train 3 to 5, I think I will be going crazy, man.
Yeah.
I will be going crazy.
Yeah. I can understand that. Yeah, you got to get the right balance. It sounds like you got a good balance. So the final question that I always ask everybody is there anything that you wish I'd asked you, or like a topic that you want to talk about, something, you know, something you want to put out there?
I don't know, man.
You don't have to.
I think we cover a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
From me and from the game. Maybe about the team, because it's kind of new. Like if I can make at the same time the promotion, could be nice.
Tell me about it.
So yeah, it's like let me show you the shirts. So it's called AtlasBear, and I'm the co-founder. I'm not the main investor in this. I'm I have a small part.
Yeah.
But the main guy is a businessman from Indonesia.
Yeah.
His name is Kevin Mintagara. He's a very cool guy. And he also plays Street Fighter 5. He's super strong.
Oh, yeah?
He plays Belly, so that's kind of nice. When he came up to me with this idea, I was kind of happy. And then we were able to get the player that we wanted, like Kubo, Pongo, and Kichipalmo. So I think we are pretty happy about that. We will try to... we want to make it big. Of course, it's hard because we just start and it's hard to, you know, get sponsor and everything. Yeah. We don't really know how it works, but we try to do our best. And but it's kind of nice because we already have like lots of support, because I think we recruit players that might not be the strongest, even though I think they are super strong, but they have like good crowd support, you know.
Yeah. Because
they play for the show, they have like smile when they play, and they have like pretty funny play style. So
you have Punko,
Stormkubo,
and
Kichipamu.
Say that again?
Kichipamu, the Zangief, the young Zangief from Japan, okay. And me. But yeah.
Are they all here?
Yes, they're all here. They all qualified for the top 64. So I'm the only one. I'm the only one with rolling pools.
Time to drop Alex.
I think so. I think this is the sentence I heard the most this weekend.
Uh-oh.
When do you drop Alex?
I thought you were the last Alex, but maybe there won't be many more. I don't know. We'll see. Capcom, it's time to buff Alex.
Please give me something.
Yeah.
I beg you.
All right. Well, listen. It's been a huge pleasure. It's
yes.
great to see you here. Good luck with the team. That's awesome. Thanks. I hope they do well. Apart from Stormkubo, because he's got Abigail. No, it'd be kind of interesting to see what happens if he wins.
Yes.
It'd be interesting to see what people say.
Yes, of course.
But anyway, we're going to say goodbye to these guys. So see you guys.
Thanks.